Hello, Sunshine. This is Ardith with SONshine Reflections. Glad you're here. Friend, come to the table with me. Pour yourself a cup of tea. Get comfortable. Because I'm not here to rush today. I'm just here to sit with you for a minute and tell you what happened when I tried to get my last message to you. It was within a week, and I didn't see it coming. And I think by the time I finish telling you, you're going to understand why God needed me to live this before I could deliver it. I posted a message recently called Peace Be Still about how God had been training me in my living room, putting words in my mouth, the wind stopping when I spoke. If you haven't seen it yet, the link is in the description, but you don't need it first. What I'm about to share stands completely on its own. Because right in the middle of making the vlog, my daughter called. And that was just the beginning. I was sitting right here at my computer working on the vlog when my daughter called. She was in a panic. Her chest was hurting. Her coworkers were telling her that she might have a blood clot in her leg. And she was driving herself to the doctor. She's breathing heavy and saying, "Mama, please pray." Now, I want you to understand something, because this is important. My mind was already on Peace Be Still. I'd been sitting in that message for days, writing about anchors, writing about speaking to the storm. My spirit was already in the place of fighting to rest in the peace of God. So when she called, I stopped and I prayed right then. I spoke to the storm before I even stood up from my chair. And as I stayed on the phone with her, I prayed the entire time she was driving to the doctor's office, and I kept praying as I got into the van and drove her. I threw my anchor of praying right over the boat. I stood on his peace even when I was panicking and it was finding its way in. Because here is what I know. When your spirit is ready, positioned, when you have been sitting in the Word, when Peace Be Still is already written on your heart, you don't have to find your footing in the storm. You are already standing. But I want to be honest with you, because the feelings did come, just not first. After I called her dad and I was out the door, that is when it started trying to creep in. Because this wasn't just a health scare for our family. This was fear that had been history. My daughter had watched her dad fight blood clots her entire life. It started when she was only 3 months old. 3 months. She has grown up knowing what that word means, what it can do, and what its threatened past to take. So, when those words came up, possibly a blood clot, everything in her went right back to that very scare that has lived through with him. And honestly, it wasn't just her fear that was trying to rise up, it was mine too. Because every single time her dad has gone through this, I've been there. Every scare, every moment of holding my breath and praying and holding my family together at the same time. All of that came rushing toward me. That feeling of, no, not again. I didn't even have to think it. It was just there. But my anchor was already down. And it helped. I stopped what I was doing, ran out the door, and called my husband on the way to let him know what was happening. Pick up my son and do all the things that I couldn't do, and hoping that it would work all out. On my way there, I noticed that my van was smelling, but I wasn't sure if it was actually mine because we had just dealt with those back brakes not even 2 weeks ago. We had already laid out a ton of money that we didn't have. So I just kept going and praying. I needed to get to my daughter. I made it to the doctor's office where we were there together. And then we left. She was headed back to her house, but she had went the longer way around. She didn't know why. She just went that way. I'm guessing it was the Holy Spirit going before me. You know, He's before me and He's my rear guard, right? So she's calling me on the phone to tell me about her medication. And when she did, my van started shaking. My steering wheel almost came out of my hands, and I was going over a bridge. I'm smelling that smell really strong, like a burn smell. And here I am praying again, Lord, just get me to the gas station. And it wasn't that far over the bridge. And then everything hit at once. The van wasn't going anywhere. We had just spent money on those brakes. My daughter, who had just came from the doctor, was in pain, who had her own situation to deal with, stuck around to help me wait for the tow truck. Tow truck having to take my van about 45 miles, having to pay for that. And then she took me home and then had to go back. It was definitely a test and a try of a night. But my daughter is okay, and we will not forget that. The next day was emergency room for her all day. Then Friday was another follow-up. It was superficial, not deep pain. This is good. And then, although all of this I still hadn't posted my blog that night. A message about peace be still, about grace being bigger than the storm. So I stayed up late and loaded it, and even in the upload, I had pushback. One thing after another, pressing in, getting the words right, the video right, the songs right, everything was just not working out. And I want to be honest with you because I think some of you will recognize this feeling. I thought, who am I to post this peace blog right now? My family is in the middle of something. And I don't have the calm ending. I don't have the full praise report yet. And something in my spirit said, that is exactly why you post it. I don't know if this week was the enemy trying to stop the words from going out or God proving the message in the real time. Honestly, I think it was both. He wasn't just giving me words to share. He was asking me to live them first. Oh, there is more grace in this situation than there is power in that storm. I had to find out if I actually believe that. And tonight I can tell you I do. That is who my daughter is, and I will never forget that. The next day, it was kind of intense trying to figure out how everything was going to work. Who would be where, what we could do to manage everything. And her ending up in the emergency room all day and a follow-up on Friday. And though all of it, I still posted that vlog in a message of peace, be still, about the grace of being bigger than the storm. Grace is always bigger than your storm. There is more grace in the situation than there is power in the storm. There are two scriptures that held me through this week, and I want to share them with you. 2 Corinthians 12:19. My grace is sufficient for you, for the power is made perfect in my weakness. Not in strength, not when everything is going smoothly, but in my weakness, in the middle of the emergency room, in the late night upload that wouldn't cooperate, in the tired, pressed in, not sure if I can do this moment. That is where his grace is made perfect. Because when you post a peace vlog from the middle of a storm, that is not your peace, that is his. And people can feel the difference. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things, God works for good for those who love him. Well, first of all, he loved me first. And that's how we can know how to love him. All things. The vlog, the emergency room, follow-up appointments, the van breaking down, money flying out the window, all of it. God is working it all together for our good. My daughter is still being seen. We're still trusting God for the full report. And we are standing in the promise. Not because we have the ending yet, but because we know the one who does. That is what faith looks like in the middle. Not finished testimony, just holding on to the promise. So, let's just pray together. If you're in the middle of something tonight, this prayer is for you. You don't have to have it resolved. You don't have to have this promise report yet. Come as you are. Take a deep breath and let it go. It's a prayer. Father, you already know. You already see every single thing that is pressing in. Not one moment of this week caught you off guard. Not one phone call and not one waiting room. Not one uploaded that wouldn't go right video or van breaking down. You're in it all. You are in all of this. Abba, I pray right now for the one who is in the middle of their own week. The one whose vlog was calling, whose assignment, whose next step got interrupted the moment they tried to move it forward. The one who stayed up late pressing through something that kept pushing back. The one sitting in the waiting room, or just getting home from one, wondering what the answers will come. Would you meet them right now, Lord? Abba, in the not yet, in the tired place, in the I'm gonna post it anyway place. Remind them in the middle, it is not a mistake. That the interruption is not the end of the story. That your grace is being made perfect in the exact place in their week, pressing in, still trusting a moment. And Abba, for every family waiting on the health report, waiting on the follow-up, waiting on the word from you, we speak peace over their body, every diagnosis, every situation that does not have resolution yet. We speak peace over every word and assignment that the enemy tried to delay this week. It still goes out because your word does not return void. Peace, be still. In Jesus' name. Friend, I'm just getting back to you after this week, and I don't have a full ending yet. We're still trusting, still standing, still speaking peace over what is not resolved. But I wanted you to see what it looks like to post anyway, to show up anyway, to speak peace when you are the one who needs it the most. Because you are allowed to be in the middle of it and still carry the message. If something is pressing against you tonight, drop in the comments just a word, just name. I'm praying over every single one. And if you haven't seen the Peace Be Still vlog, the one where this is started, the link is in the descriptions. Go sit with it and have a cup of tea and join me there as well. This is Ardith with SONshine Reflections, walking in love. Peace. Be still.